All right, hello there, Bulldogs. From a very cold Mrs. West. It's chilly in the building today without you guys here, and obviously it's really chilly outside, so hopefully you guys are staying warm on your AMI days yesterday, and hopefully you're staying warm today. A couple housekeeping things we need to talk about before we get into today's assignment. Number one, if you have not completed your test revisions yet and you need to retake the test, if you earned below an 85%, this is required. You need to email me today to set up some way of getting that done and talk with me about getting that done. All right, second thing that we need to look at is Monday's AMI assignment. Monday's AMI assignment, we asked that you read 2 documents. One of the documents had 5 things listed about the introduction or the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. They weren't even really paragraphs, guys. They were like really short little statements. You just needed to then summarize all 5 statements on a piece of notebook paper. The causes reading had questions after each topic, so you needed to just answer those questions on a piece of notebook paper. You absolutely have to do this on notebook paper unless you emailed me and you had some other issue that caused you maybe to not be able to do that. We wanted it on notebook paper because a lot of you are just copying and pasting material into a document or into your interactive notebook, and you're not actually reading it, you're not even processing it, and therefore it's not helping us when we get ready to prepare for the test. So we really wanted you to write it on notebook paper, take a picture of it, and attach it to Monday's assignment. If you have not done that yet, you need to make sure that you do that first. Then, yesterday's assignment was to actually take that information and transfer it into your interactive notebook. Your Industrial Revolution digital notebook, I've posted it here. You do not need to turn in this notebook because I will be able to access it throughout the unit, and you will need to be able to edit it throughout the unit. The first thing that I asked that you do in the new interactive notebook was complete the questions at the bottom of slide 2. Seriously, do this, right? It's a little bit of making some goals, right? Trying to figure out how to best prepare for a semester final that will be coming up faster than we think. Then you needed to transfer the notes that you wrote on paper to slides 4 and 5, right? And then take screenshots and submit them, all right? So whenever you get a chance, if you have not done that, please take care of that. All right, so today's assignment, when we jump into the Industrial Revolution, what we would like for you to do is to start looking at some of the inventions that are going to be life-changing. And a lot of these inventions are not the ones that you're going to think of, like the light bulb or cars, right? It's actually much more basic than that, and yet probably more influential, because without these types of things, you are not going to have things like light bulbs, you're not going to have things like cars. So you have each been assigned to a early invention in the Industrial Revolution. Okay, some of you have been assigned to the cotton gin, some of you the Bessemer steel process, some of you the telegraph. Okay, once you have figured out, today's assignment 2-10, it will tell you what you have been assigned to. You are going to be creating a Shark Tank Industrial Revolution proposal. So if you guys remember, hopefully you've heard of, right, the Shark Tank. Those are those investors that have capital, that is the money that is going to be spent to invest. If you guys remember looking at the reasons for the Industrial Revolution beginning, one of the reasons was Great Britain had a great deal of money and a lot of capital that investors were willing to spend in new technology. You are going to be pitching your proposal, your proposed invention to the sharks, and you need to get funding from them in order to proceed with creating your invention. So here you're going to write the name of the invention you have been assigned. You're going to put the name of the inventor in real life. Do not put your name. All right, go find out who actually made it, and then go ahead and put the date that they actually invented it. Here for visuals, you can go search the web for visuals. You also, it might be a good idea to maybe find a video of how this doggone thing works, right? That might also help you in your understanding. Okay, you could always put that here. What problem does your invention solve, right? This is a big deal. If you want funding, you obviously want people to understand the importance of your invention. So what problem did this inventor see that needed a solution? Right? How does your invention work and what does it do? Explain to them, right? This is what it does and this is how it works. Down here, you may actually need another invention or resource in order for your invention to actually come into fruition and be created. So here, if it says, hey, it takes coal and does this with it, then obviously down here, one of the resources you're going to need is coal, right? If it's something that spins thread, right, you may need to write cotton down here. All right, so consider if there's also other inventions that needed to be created before yours in order for yours to be able to work. All right, a sales pitch slogan, come up with something flashy and catchy and fun here. And then additionally, optionally, some sort of celebrity endorsement and the statement. So for example, Patrick Mahomes, okay, seems to be like Helzberg Diamonds celebrity endorsement, right? And so you actually can come up with some celebrity if you would like. You can pretend that they were alive during that time and talk about their statement, right? Like, oh man, this sea drill saved my back, right? From hours of being, okay, I don't know, planting by hand in my field, right? Whatever it may be. Okay, have some fun with it. That was a pretty lame one. How did your invention make life easier and improve the world? This is absolutely essential for you to get funding from the sharks. Okay, they have to see that this is going to benefit people greatly and improve the world. And then in what way might your invention actually cause harm to the world? And so this one, again, consider maybe the downside. Over here for your invention, how did it make life easier and improve the world? You might also look at, okay, how some of these things is going to affect, say, population growth or population movement. It could be just the affordability of things, right? That type of stuff, all right? Then at the bottom, I do not expect that you have all of this knowledge in your head. Hopefully you're going out and searching the World Wide Web for some excellent sources. Please put your source citations down here in MLA format. All right, so again, okay, I am not expecting you to do this entirely on your own. Each of you has been assigned to one of these inventions. You're going to also have a collaboration page. This collaboration page is a document that every person who has been assigned to the cotton gin will have access to. You can work smarter, not harder, use each other for help. All right, as you use this document to collaborate, you might want to change the name of change the color of your writing, and then add your name so that people understand like who wrote something and what, like who they're working with. You could write right here information that you're having difficulty finding. So for example, if you're having a hard time finding out how your invention might be a bad thing, right? Okay, maybe put it there. Maybe you're having a hard time coming up with a slogan. And then as you find good sources, right, hook each other up, guys. Paste them right here. I've already added some sources here for you. So here's one about Eli Whitney, the inventor. Here's one about the cotton gin patent, right? Here's down here, okay, some of the most, important Industrial Revolution inventions. Obviously the cotton gin is in there. Okay, so lots of sources there, and each of you has been assigned to some collaboration page. All right, so use each other's help. If you have questions today, you can email. Additionally, I'm available for Zoom at 1:30. And if you're still watching, please tell me where you would rather be instead of Kearney, Missouri today, or perhaps Saturday when the high is, I think, like 1 degree. Where in the world would you rather be? So send me an email and just put that in the subject line, and we'll get you entered into a drawing for some sort of incentive. All right, guys, get your work done. Be creative, have a little bit of fun with this. Okay, do your research though. You really do have to understand how your invention works and why it would need funding from an investor. All right, guys, have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you on Thursday and Friday.